Hello everybody, my name is Rollock, and welcome back to another episode of Banjo-Kazooie. The last episode we delved into the swamps of Bubble Gloop Swamp in their new world, and in this episode we are going to be getting the final Jiggy for the world, heading into this crocodile thingy. Also along here are the last few notes. Let's go ahead and back through this one and grab all the remainders. Our Mumbo token in here, will tell us that we did it. Okay, now the final one. Sorry for all the background noise. My family's actually quite active today. Oh my god. Okay, so going up ahead to this guy. This is Mr. Vile. Greediest croc of all. Play his game to win a prize, A to accept, or B to chicken out. Let's go ahead and say what it is. Game is simple. Eat more red yumblies than me. So this is going to be a minigame where we have to eat more of these things than him. This can be quite challenging for first-timers, and I don't expect everybody who is playing through this game to get this on their first try, because this can actually be very, very challenging. There is a strategy to this game, is to follow his path and try to get ahead of him, because he'll always dive for the closest, or the one that has spawned closest to him. So just get in front of him, make sure you are spamming B, because that's your eating ability. Just make sure to get ahead of him. Grab what he wants. Don't let him take anything. Because while you can be a couple ahead, he can catch up extremely fast. He's also a tad faster than you. So be aware of where he's going and try to counteract him. There is a way to make this whole minigame a lot more easier. However, we don't actually have access to the said power-up of Easy Way. So we're going to have to just go through normal ways. We were able to do that just fine. Only one easy game. Now play a harder game. Eat reds, avoid yellow grumblies. They are not ripe. This one's going to be a bit more difficult because along the ground are going to be these yellow grumblies, which are not a whole lot, but they tend to clutter up if you're not careful with where you're biting. Just going along, grabbing these. Go on the yellow ones. If you do accidentally eat a yellow one, you will actually... It'll be like a spin out in Mario Kart. You won't be able to perform any actions for quite a while, actually. It's a big penalty. Pay attention to his movements, try to counteract him. That's the best advice I can give for this, because this can be very luck-oriented. Avoid the yellow ones. He cannot eat. He will never eat yellow ones. So that's also why this is a bit more difficult minigame than others. He'll never eat the yellow ones. He'll always go for the red ones. And there's no penalty for him. But there is penalty for you. So pay attention to what you're eating. Don't eat the yellow ones. Don't be a dummy. I almost ate that one because I was too dumb. Okay. These actually pretty close. Oh, come on! That wasn't a win. That was... Oh. Every time you lose, he'll come and take a bite out of your energy, so... Yeah, it's gonna be annoying. I'll cut back to when I actually win this round, because this is just so annoying. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Alright. Lucky Greenie wins. Must play last game. Only eat what is shown at top of screen. So this one's gonna be a lot more challenging. So, at the top of the screen there, you're going to be shown which one to eat. Eat that one only. If you attempt to eat the one, or probably, I don't know if it's eat the one while it's changing, but, it's so annoying. Again, this is a lot easier with the power-up that we don't have yet, which is not for like 2 more levels. But, if you get your positioning correctly enough, you are able to get quite ahead of him. Just be sure to time when you are eating the right one, because when they are transitioning, you can sputter out, which is practically what he does. He does a little sputtering sound and tries to spit it out. Uh-oh. Okay, good. So we're quite a ways ahead of him, so I think we are good. There we have. All right. All right. There, just popped right into us. You can have prize. Now he offers us an additional challenge. If we win the next 3 games he offers us, he will give us 3 extra lives. But each time we lose, he'll take 1 life away from you. I'm not doing that because I don't really care about lives. They are very expendable. And as of currently, I have 6 when I started this play session, so it's really not a huge deal. But with that, if I recall correctly, yes, we have officially 100%ed Bubble Gloop Swamp. Went by a lot faster than I thought it would, to be honest. We actually have an extra time to show off some. We actually have some extra time to show off some other stuff. So we want to take Crocodile Banjo all the way back to the level entrance because there are actually a couple things we can grab, including that little thing that was behind the ice block. First, I'm going to grab some honeycombs because I am actually low on health from that. Okay, so going through the exit. I was going to tell us about Noscar. Okay, so going through the back over here, back through this pipe, is actually going to lead us to our next puzzle for the next world. Oh, I just remembered what world we're going to next. This is going to be great. So going through all this swamp water, you can't go through this with the wading boots. This was actually the thing that we went to in the last episode to unlock that little area up there. First, let's go ahead and see what this is about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there's our next world open. Opens up that little area. And opens up Freezeezy Peak. Very nice. First, what we want to do is head up here. And because of that ice block we destroyed in the last episode, we as a crocodile, because Banjo's too big to fit through it, can actually go through this little tunnel. And what lies on the end of this tunnel? This guy. Cheeto, the spellbook you have found. Magic cheats I have for you. Hey, Buckbrain, what did you say? You better not give my spells away. Which lost book? Finders bear and bird are. Spell they get. You sure do, Bag Lady. Come on, boy, give us the spells. Only one spell Cheeto can tell. Enter the code Blue Eggs on Sandcastle Floor in the Treasure Trove Cove world. Help you it will. Thanks, Mr. Cheeto. Hidden where other spellbooks are, them you should find. This guy speaks like Yoda, I just realized. Alright, so that was Cheeto. Not the cheesy snack. They describe it as cheats, but they really aren't cheats. They're more or less power-ups. Cheeto is located throughout 2 more times in Gruntilda's lair in secluded and beaten up. He's not easy to find, is what I'm trying to say. He's in odd locations that you wouldn't expect to look, or there's one obvious location. In fact, they're all pretty obvious if you just look around and you pay more attention. Wait, that can drop 2? Huh. That's interesting. So apparently if you kill these guys, which spawn after you exit Bubble Gloop Swamp, with the crocodile, you apparently just get 2 whole honeycombs. Let me try it again. Come here. Yeah, they just... Oh, I never knew that. Huh. It's pretty interesting. Genuinely, wow, that's really weird. Alright, Mumbo's gonna tell us that the magic's getting weak past this point. It's also gonna pause the grunt over there. It's also gonna infinitely hit us. Okay. So, now that we have gotten that out of our way, we are actually going to be doing quite a lot of different things for the rest of the episode. First of all things, we're going to get into that jiggy a bit later. We want to climb up these steps over here. Use this jump pad to jump right up here. Brings us to our next note door, which requires 260 to open. We have 400. In fact, I think we can probably open up the next note door, if I recall correctly. Not entirely certain, but... Alright. This next room, we're going to be coming back to here quite a bit, actually, in later episodes. First thing we want to do is bust down this brick wall. That'll get us some access to some waiting boots. Busting through this one. Goes down a little alcove and introduces a new enemy. A blue grunt. These guys are just a bit tougher than the normal grunts. But if you just do a rat-a-tat-tap or I think a beak barge, they pretty much die in one hit. We've tried to do a rolling attack. They're going to take an extra hit to take out. Alright, so anyway, using this jump pad that we unlocked, jump up here into this big urn thing. And that drops us right above the Gruntilda statue and down into our Jiggy. Obviously, if you didn't break open the hat, you will obviously just slide off to the side and probably take fall damage. Alright, going back up here. A couple things we need to grab. There's one more thing we need to grab in that room. It's a Mumbo token, in case you were wondering. Forgot to close my window for this recording session. That's great. Alright, so there's cars running by, great. Luckily, I think it's a Monday, so not everybody's busy. Alright, there's a Mumbo token right behind that sarcophagus. We're done in this room. We will be coming back to this. Get over there. We will be coming back to this room eventually, just not today. Alright, here, a little room I like to dub the catacombs. Go ahead and take out this guy, which takes, obviously 2 hits for the roll. And we're actually going to be getting into a new mechanic with the beehive. Go away. Except for the next world, here on out, the honeycomb hives are going to have bees surrounding them. So once you hit it, bees will get angry and they'll immediately start chasing you. You can use the invulnerability feathers to eliminate them, but it's more easier just to run away from them. Using the egg, we want to break open that web. Any other will just make it bounce off like so. So let's go ahead and shoot these out. And we open up this guy. This looks familiar, doesn't it? There we have it. We've actually created our first warp, which I will show off in a moment. Do we need anything else from this area at the moment? No, we do not. Alright. So, let's jump in on him. Because we actually need to go back for a bit. And through here. Pop out. Way back over here. Like, it's the second room in the entire lair. Up from, like, the 5th. Or 6th. I think this might be the 6th. Move! Okay. So, we're actually going to be taking a little detour right now. For the time being. I will actually see you guys. I'll meet you guys over in the Sandcastle and Treasure Trove Cove. Alright, we're back inside the Sandcastle. This guy will respawn every time you re-enter the world, so it's no big deal. Just do that. Slam down once more. Okay, now that we're here, we can actually slam on certain letters. That will turn them orange. We want to complete the word that Cheeto gave us, which is B-L-U. E. E again. G. We can actually use letters twice in a row. The last one is S. Doing that. 200 eggs are now yours. Now 200 is maximum too. That allows a cheat for extra eggs. Won't help barren chicken legs. So yes, they say it's a cheat. That, it's like a cheat code. You unlock this. It's more or less just an upgrade, really, because I can carry up to 200 eggs now. That's a lot. It's not really necessary because eggs are really not all that, hard to come across. But it is handy to have for later uses, and I will get into what that means exactly much later on. But for now, I think that's pretty much all we can do for now, except heading to the next world. We will be doing that in the next episode, though, so I'm gonna go pop in the cauldron again, pop back out. Actually, no, we can explore that little area we just entered a bit more into detail, because there's actually quite a couple of things to go through in that room, because it's actually quite a big room. So go ahead and hop back into you. Alright. Now we're back over here. Let's go ahead and explore this area just a tad bit more. Right over here, we have our note door, which I believe we can open because it only requires 350, and we have 400 notes. Just up this ramp over here is, I believe, another note door, which we cannot open yet because it requires 450. Just across over here is another spider web that we can break. Oh, over here. Okay, that's another thing that annoys me. I'm doing like the down C button, but it's for some reason counting as the right C button sometimes, and it makes me waste a feather, which is really annoying. Anyway, down here we have another cauldron. This guy's green, so we don't have any access to that one yet. We will be soon enough. Quite a few episodes. I never knew if there was anything behind here. Oh, there is. Ah, well, there we have it. Yeah, an extra life if you go all the way back here. And also over here is Gruntilda. See what she's got to say for us now. Disgusting Gruntilda has tadpoles on toast for breakfast. She usually has slug stew for dinner. Finishes with rat sorbet. Okay. Alright, just go ahead and restore our health. One more thing we need to do for much later use is jump down on... I said jump down. There we go. And we want to... Or not, we'll do it later. Alright, so... that just about does it for this episode. So, next time on Banjo-Kazooie, we're going to be heading through that little cavern over there into the next world. See you guys then.